In the aftermath of Paramount winning the bid to buy Warner Brothers, there are a lot of questions about the future of James Gunn and, of course, his DC universe. Now, the reason there are questions surrounding it is because Superman was a disappointment and Peacemaker was a disastrous flop on HBO Max. If these were both massive successes like some people claim they were, there wouldn't be too many questions swirling about the future of James Gunn. But we do have a couple DC projects coming up. One, of course, is Supergirl in theaters. I don't think that's going to go very well for them. But of course, we've also got a new streaming series, one that's been in the works for quite some time, and it's called Lanterns. Now, it's not called Green Lantern or Green Lanterns. It's just called Lanterns. And maybe it was appropriate they took the color out of the title because, quite frankly, there's not a lot of color in this trailer other than the co-star, I suppose. Lanterns trailer, Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart solve a small-town murder in HBO's DC series. Now, I actually really like both of these castings. I like the casting for Hal Jordan. I like the casting for Jon Stewart. And hell, for James Gunn's DC Universe, I like the casting for some other characters too. Sometimes casting isn't enough. You actually have to tell a story that people want to hear. And when it comes to a Green Lantern show, something that Green Lantern fans have been looking forward to for a long, long time and have certain expectations for, I don't know if they expected the vibe to be, hey, a small town in the Southwest where we never get to see any Green Lanterns doing anything like Green Lanterns. I don't think that was the vibe. Nevertheless, that's the vibe of this trailer. We can watch for ourselves and see right here.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class till the ring says you are. All right.
Starting to get the vibe from, the first 30 seconds that Hal Jordan is the old, weathered, kind of bitter Green Lantern, and Jon Stewart's the new one, and he's in training, and he's been doing this 2 months and hasn't even worn a ring yet, which, man, I guess I don't know exactly how this whole Green Lantern thing works in the new DC universe, but hey.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you. Something is off here. I can feel it.
This is my town. You're a big shot. Noted. But stay the fuck out of my way.
This is what I want to see. Hardcore girl boss sheriff talking down to our two heroes, who, for some reason, this interstellar, interdimensional cosmic police force, they're tied up in a small town in Southwest America.
Think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is a stupid plan.
Not that stupid.
That I don't doubt. The Green Lantern's oath is to protect people.
Now, interesting how that O is just flickering, but this is not a joke. This is a Green Lantern uniform. And look, again, when it comes to how it works in the comic books and the way their uniforms work and from the ring, I guess throw all that out the window. Here's a Green Lantern uniform that looks about as dull as fucking possible hanging in the closet. Olive Lantern
is to protect people. And we both know I do a better job of this than you.
This is my job. As long as I'm alive, that ain't changing. So take a deep breath, Junior.
You're old. You're tired. And your time is up.
I don't understand. Who are you exactly?
Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
Have you ever talked with the other lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
We get a chip reference. I guess if you're a Green Lantern fan, you get a chip, the Green Lantern chip reference. But I don't understand this either. He's like, there's no other humans. What's going on with Guy Gardner? Didn't we just see Guy Gardner's Green Lantern? I don't know. I don't know exactly how this works. If this is an Elseworlds tale, I guess maybe just tell us if this is an Elseworlds thing. I don't know. Look, that is the Green Lantern suit. That is, and maybe there was a reason it's, losing its green. Maybe these things will all be explained. But look, this is your one opportunity to get people on. This is the trailer. It is supposed to be judged. It is supposed to excite people to watch this. It looks like True Detectives. I think that's kind of the vibe it gets. And look, it could be a really good kind of small town crime drama show. It might actually be that. But is that what it should be for Green fucking Lantern? For a cosmic police force type of show? Is this what we should get? Where we don't see anybody using their fucking powers? Like the stakes are so small. I don't get this. I think that, where was it? I think even the lantern looks like shit. The uniform looks like shit. We did get to see him. I don't know if I have that pulled up, but we did get to see him fly. And there was no green aura surrounding him when he was flying. So I don't know what's happening with all of the... I don't know what's happening with all the Green Lantern lore. I don't know. But there are more than just Green Lanterns. So maybe the title Lanterns implies that we could get Red Lanterns and Indigo Lanterns and all this other shit. I'll tell you this. When I saw the castings for this, I thought, hey, older Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart. Okay, I like these castings. But from the first look we got to now this, I am not excited for this at all. And I think there's a lot of other people who aren't either. So heavy spoilers put this out. I remember growing up and reading Green Lantern comics and thinking, I can't wait to see two guys driving around in a car. That's kind of what it feels like. And you can have great shows with like a buddy cop kind of movie, an old bitter dude, a young hotshot who's trying to take over for him. You can have some great fucking stories that are told from that, but is that how you should tell a Green Lantern story? I don't think so. But hey, James Gunn's DC Universe, this is another entry that we'll get this summer. I think it's coming in August, and maybe we won't have to put up with James Gunn for too much longer.